Now, if you're thinking about coming to Florida this spring or summer for vacation and you plan on, hitting our coastline and getting into these waters, watch this video. I'm about to go over a list of things that if you bump into these things, it'll probably mess up your day. But look, don't worry. I did some digging. Let's get into it. Now, first off, I know y'all probably think I'm gonna, talk about sharks, but I'm not. Well, I am now, but they not on this list. There's a whole nother list of things that you need to look out for because you ain't really looking out for these things. Pay attention. All right, first up, we got sea urchins, all right? Now, these terrify me. Every once in a while, they'll visit my dreams and, turn them into nightmares, but you gotta always look out for these. Now, most people don't know that these are venomous, and yes, you can eat these, all right? They're a delicacy. Not for me, but you got to definitely watch out for these if you like a scuba diver or you one of them people that just like to, walk on the beach, hold hands with your spouse and frolic around the coastline, getting that water that's, mid-shin. You need to look out for these. Now, these come in all different colors, shapes, sizes, everything, but they all will sting you. And the stuff that, that comes out of here when it stings you, it burns. But not only do it burn, but it leaves this like rash and like bruises under the skin. Now, most people, immediately when they step on one of these, they kind of just yank it out. But they say that's the wrong thing to do. But I'm going to be real with you. That's probably what I'm going to do. Just out of natural reaction. If I just step on one, I'm yanking that thing out. But on the edge of the little things, they got these little barbs. They kind of like reverse grip your skin. Now, this is going to hurt, but you can doctor yourself up with these things. They want you to put seawater on it. They want you to clean it up, put seawater, pull out the ones you can. If that don't work for you, seek medical help, all right? They'll be able to help you out. Now, the most common way that people run into these things is just stepping on them, all right? They wash up on shore, you're not paying attention. And this is probably the worst, way to do it. You're getting full body weight and just step on it. Immediately in pain. All right, next up, the scorpion fish, okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was a stonefish, but it's not, they just cousins. But this is the scorpion fish or the red scorpion fish. These things are very dangerous, okay? Stay away from these at all costs. Now, the reason you wanna stay away from these, a lot of reasons. These things right here, okay? They're very sharp. And, they look long now, but actually, when they feel threatened or they're trying to protect themselves, there's little things that come out of here. They're like 2 inches, and they spike out and stab whatever they trying to defend against, and it shoots a poison right into their skin. Now, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, all right, just giving y'all that description of the whole process of this. I would stay away from this thing at all costs. If I see it, I'm going in the other way. But these things got a camouflage system on them that's top tier. Now, most of the time, running into this thing, you will either be a scuba diver or you fishing for these bad boys. But let's say you scuba diver and you down there doing your scuba diver thing, and you bump into this thing could poke you. And these ain't little fish. This is one of the red scorpion. But the bigger they are, I'm pretty sure the longer these, little pokey things are. And when you get poked by these things, all right, it's like a burning sensation. They say you might feel a little numbness. And in certain situations, depending on if you got a allergic reaction to these things, this thing could take you out. Also, people actually eat this, all right? But you got to be careful. The person who actually prepares this need to be a special chef because, you got to make sure that you get, all the little barbs out. You got to make sure that you get all the poison out of this. You can't eat none of the organs, nothing out of this fish. Only thing you can eat from this fish is the actual meat. You know what I mean? Now, if you do happen to run into one of these fish, all right, and it gets you, your leg probably going to do something like this, all right? It's going to swell up because your body going to be trying to fight, the little poison that's, inside of the barbs off the back of that thing. But go get help, okay? Go straight and get you some help because you're going to need it. Also, real quick, just want to throw this in here. This is a stonefish, all right? Like I said, that's the scorpion fish cousin. They all bad news, all right? Stay from them because they poisonous too. All right? And people eat these too. And Florida got these too. All right, next up. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little embarrassed about this, but I had no clue about this. All right? So on our coastline, in the reefs and things, this is called fire coral. All right? And apparently it's very, very dangerous. Now, most people would associate fire coral with actual coral reef, but no, it ain't even related to them. It's actually more like a jellyfish than coral reef. Also, they come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes, okay? Just like the sea urchins. And they all have like these little baby tiny, just ever so small tentacles that'll sting you. Now, we're not talking about just a, regular little, little sting. No, these itty bitty little things right here, they also got itty bitty little ridges and teeth on side of these things that when they get stuck into your skin, they there. They stuck, and they so small, there's so many of them that you really can't do nothing about it. Now, if you get stung by these, this is what it'll look like. Actually, it looks worse than this, but I didn't put it up because I was afraid that, TikTok would block it. But this is what it starts off as, like a rash. But then it, kind of like bubbles in your skin, and it gets a little bit worse than this. Now, they give you like this little picture here how you can help yourself if you get stung by these things, but I don't get none of this, right? But it also tells you to, wash the area with seawater, with the salt water, all right? I guess that'll clean it up. But also, you can put vinegar and peroxide on it as well, and they tell you to go get help. They'll be able to give you something to help you out. Also, number one reason how people get stung by these is scuba diving, okay? Just be careful. If you come into Florida to scuba dive, be careful because there's a lot of stuff out there to get you. You don't even realize that it's out there to get you. Now, last but not least, okay? And I'm a little freaked out about this last story. And this is why I decided to do it last, because ever since I did the research on this part, I've been itching. Like, seriously. So, apparently, in our Florida waters, right, we got a thing called sea lice. Yeah. And it's exactly what it sounds like. But you'll be shocked at what it is and what it could do to you. So, we have a jellyfish that I didn't know was off of the coast of Florida. They're called thimble jellyfish. And as you clearly can see, they look like thimbles. But during mating season, when they're trying to do their thing, thistle and procreate, they just leave their larvae like throughout the ocean. And if you swim through it, it could be very bad. Catastrophic. Now, the reason why it's catastrophic because the babies of these, all right, is inside of that larva. And they got tentacles. So if you're swimming through it, they're stinging you. And you don't even know it until you get out of the water. Now, look, I'm going to be honest, okay? When I was younger, when we used to go to the beach, and when I actually got in the water, still not past my waist, but you would get like bumps and stuff on your leg, and you kind of would figure out like, where do these come from? Now I'm starting to realize that I probably was in sea lice. So this is what it would look like chicken pox almost, all right? And these are little stings from baby jellyfish, basically. And they got barbs in them as well. And that's why it creates this rash, because the barbs are still in you. How are you this dangerous, this small? Now, this is another one. If you are allergic to any of this, you might want to go get, checked out. Go to the hospital immediately, all right? Because if you got an allergic reaction, it could take you out. Now, look, I don't know what y'all gonna do to remember this. Like it, comment, share it. I don't know. But the more you know. Peace.